tell most people that they're probably looking at the end of March before we finally get clarity. If the decision comes out that's favorable for XRP, XRP would be the only token other than Bitcoin that has clarity. So it could end up being a blessing for XRP. Is we have to ask ourselves, why is this guy not arrested already?
And right under the nose of all of the banks. We learned yesterday.
Well, Perry,
that
half the regulators ended up working for FTX, did they not? I mean,
you call it cyber wallets. We need to move into this space. This space is coming if we like it or not. These industries are not going to go away because they reach low points. This is an industry that we must embrace. And I'm looking to further leaning into blockchain and other technologies.
The way I think it's going to happen is I think Ripple's going to win, or the summary judgment will be decided where XRP is not inherently a security, secondary market, the ledger itself, those are not securities.
Nobody who participated in that exchange signed a contract that Sam could take your coins and run a hedge fund with them. And so, you know, that's fraud.
Well, it's two motives. One, to hold back the development of the Ripple Labs, but it didn't work because they're still working. And the other motive is to buy time in order for the banksters to develop something in a similar manner with the intellectual property so that they can match Ripple and say, we've got our own Ripple, we don't need your Ripple, but they failed.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP army. You got a bag? Welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra foolishness. Shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. Go ahead and throw on those pilot shades. Buckle up. This is futures extra bullish. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today, 864 billion, up about 3% in the past 24 hours. We got XRP in that number 7 spot, about 38 cents, up about 1.6% in the past 24 hours. We got BTC right around 16,500, ETH right around 1,100, and we got Stellar XLM number 28 spot, about 89 cents, up about 1.7 in the past 24. Ripple says functional NFTs have the potential to transform industries like real estate by solving challenges with efficiency and transparency of ownership, utility-based NFTs. Also, as global stablecoin adoption continues, new partners like Stably are tapping into the power of the XRP ledger to issue stablecoins. All roads lead to the bridge, XRP. Calling all devs and problem solvers, the XRP Ledger Bounty Program award developers who build tech that benefits the community and advances the internet of value, all running on XRP. John Deaton was live with Uphold earlier today. John Deaton.
Tell most people that they're probably looking at the end of March before we finally get clarity. But I think there's reason to be optimistic. If you're an XRP holder, you have definitely been through more than just a bear market. I mean, this case has been hanging over your head for 2 years. Before that, the SEC wouldn't comment about XRP even after the ETH speech and all of that. So, but ironically, if the decision comes out that's favorable for XRP, XRP would be the only token other than Bitcoin that has clarity. So it could end up being a blessing for XRP. Yeah, well, one we can put on trial him, and we'll talk about that. But here's what common sense tells us, Doc. Common sense tells us that SBF did not do this alone. And I'm sure you've seen that corporate structure that was going around online, and there was like 140 different entities of, Alameda and FTX at the top, and then there was like dozens and dozens of LLCs and entities that were created. His father is someone who basically did Elizabeth Warren's tax plan when she was running for president, and he's a Stanford law professor. The mother of Sam Bankman-Fried, she also teaches at Stanford Law. She runs a super PAC for the Democratic Party. And so we know that he didn't do it alone. But you brought up fraud and conspiracy. What everybody needs to understand is we have to ask ourselves, why is this guy not arrested already? And trust me, there's a statute. It's called 18 USC section 1343. It's a wire fraud statute.
Lock him up. Ratha K. More Scrap Santander is a Ripple partner. The LinkedIn page of head of Santander Payments and FX from Pago NXT is also a RippleNet committee member. Does this add credence to the idea that Pago Next, in addition to OnePay FX, may use RippleNet? Squawkbox, CNBC, SBF, and FTX was a fraud, needed to be shut down, but it wasn't the regulators that brought this down. It was the crypto industry itself that exposed FTX and brought this to its demise.
FTX, it was a fraud, and it needed to be FTX. It was a fraud, and it needed to be SBF and FTX. It was a fraud, and it needed to be shut down. But it wasn't the regulators, it wasn't law enforcement, and it wasn't the cops on the beat that brought this down. It was the crypto industry itself that exposed FTX and brought to its demise. Look, it's clear this is a huge mess. The bigger question is, how could this have happened right under the nose of all the regulators? How could this have happened right under the nose of all the banks? We learned yesterday.
Well, Perry,
that
half the regulators ended up working for FTX, did they not? I mean, you had people on the CFTC that retired or resigned and then went to work, at least one person, a high-level regulator on the board. So, I mean, they're again, we get into this kind of this messy type relationship, which just, I think, fair to say, ticks people off.
The game's rigged. Drain the swamp. Free the standard. Blockworks, NYC Mayor, crypto is coming if we like it or not. All these industries have ups and downs, so load up while it's down.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
How are you?
Good. I wanted to ask you about crypto.
Yes.
There's been a lot about crypto in the news. It's lost something like over $1 trillion.
Yes.
One of the biggest companies has imploded. You were one of the big supporters and believers in this industry. Do you have any regrets about that? And what do you think? Do you think that the city should still be promoting this industry?
Well, first, I believe in technology. The whole thought of using crypto, blockchain, currency, you call it cyber wallets. We need to move into this space. This space is coming if we like it or not. And when I hear people say, well, look how much money an individual lost in cryptocurrency, you know how much money I lost in the stock market? You know, when some of my retirement investment, I'm afraid to even look at it nowadays. You know, all of these industries have ups and downs. You know, the junk bond kings, the fraud that they did in the stock market and penny bonds. And, you know, so there's always people who are going to exploit these forms of industries. I believe in the new markets and the new currencies, and I'm encouraging my young people to learn about them. We had a crypto summit that was partnered with the owners of the New York Nets, where we brought young people in to learn about these industries. These industries are not going to go away because they reach low points. This is an industry that we must embrace. And I'm looking to further lean it into blockchain and other technologies.
XRP, we're just getting started. The best is yet to come. Load up while you still have some time. TikTok. Linked to during our Amici brief roundtable discussion, Reaper's financial legal counsel, Fred of HODL, made the prediction that Ripple is going to win at summary judgment, where XRP, the secondary market, and the ledger are declared not to be securities.
Perhaps to end, I would love if there's an intrepid soul amongst you willing to make a prediction as to A, the outcome of the legal case itself, and B, the outcome on the legislative front. You know, we all keep saying to ourselves that ultimately this is something that ought to be resolved through a political process, through sane, intelligent legislation. That hasn't happened yet. I'd love to hear your views on whether you see that happening as well in the foreseeable near future.
I'll quickly, the way I think it's going to happen is I think Ripple's going to win, or the summary judgment will be decided where XRP is not inherently a security, secondary market, the ledger itself, those are not securities. And I think the facts are muddled enough for summary judgment purposes. So I'm not talking about the truth of the facts. I'm just saying for summary judgment purposes, the rest will be going to trial. But I think at that point, because the big win will have been done, that's when the SEC says, okay, Ripple, we won't go to trial. Now you pay us the money. And their leverage will be less than it would have been right now. But they just want to see if they can win this. And when they get that loss, I think that's when they'll fold.
Digital Pound Foundation started in spring of 2023. The Bank of Japan will work with private banks and other organizations to identify any problems with deposits and withdrawals and check that the CBDC can operate during natural disasters in areas without internet access. CBDCs, XRP. DAI, oh no. Novo normally carries the narrative with CNBC. He's gone rogue here, pointing out the truth and wondering why SBF hasn't been arrested.
Let's get your reaction to just the flood of news that we've gotten out of FTX, both from the company's new CEO, of course, who oversaw the upending of the bankruptcy for Enron, who believes that Sam Bankman-Fried treated this company like a personal fiefdom. And then on the other end, I want to talk about the regulatory aspect and what you think the future may hold. But first, as we've seen even memos coming out from Sam Bankman-Fried himself, what do you think?
Yeah, it's shocking to me in some ways. You know, I had some young kids break into my apartment 4 years ago. They stole a couple laptops. And within 3 days, the NYPD had arrested them and they were in jail. I had Sam Bankman-Fried, who maybe I'm not a judge or a lawyer, but I read my contract, certainly did things with our coins that were illegal. And he's running around the Bahamas, giving press conferences, going on TV. You know, that whole thing kind of surprises me. I think his day will come. I'm shocked that his father, who's supposed to be a lawyer, is letting him talk, or that anyone's actually listening to him. Right? Liars lie and will continue to lie. And so
when you say that he did things with coins that he was not allowed to do, what are you specifically referring to? Because you had money on his exchange.
If you read your contract, when you deposit your crypto or your dollars on his exchange, you know, they're your coins, you've got title to them, and lending them to his family office was not part of the deal. And so, you know, nobody who participated in that exchange signed a contract that Sam could take your coins and run a hedge fund with them. And so, you know, that's fraud.
Gary, you still there? Banksters are good at fraud, at murder, but they're not good at software development. Ripple will dominate this space with the use of XRP as a virtual currency.
And there was another frivolous lawsuit of Ripple Labs by the U.S. government. David, just to slow them down.
They're just kicking the can down the road. They're just slowing the pace. Because the banksters are not ready. And I'm going to make a bold comment, and it's just in my own vernacular. The banksters are good at fraud and murder. They're not good at software engineering. Yeah.
Okay, there are lots of precedents. Like Neil Keenan was murdered and replaced. He was all about the old bonds, the gold-backed bonds. They murdered people left and right. They actually murdered somebody, a source of mine. They murdered a close friend of his in Europe, and it really shook up my friend. The banksters sued XRP and Ripple Labs in order to buy time, not so much to hold them back as to, well, it's two motives. One, to hold back the development of the Ripple Labs, but it didn't work because they're still working. And the other motive is to buy time in order for the banksters to develop something in a similar manner with the intellectual property so that they can match Ripple and say, we've got our own Ripple. We don't need your Ripple, but they failed. And now they're saying, we need your Ripple. We're going to make a deal with you. We're going to have a timetable. We're going to have a schedule. It's going to be 18 to 24 months. We've got a span of time, and it is our accord. It's proof that the banksters failed in developing a similar system to XRP, and the same thing happened with Reggie Middleton. They failed in developing the building blocks for the digital financial structures that include banks and bond markets and stock market. It's the whole works.
So in the sense, their fate is sealed.
Their fate is sealed, and they bought in to the digital system.
XRP, Veritasium. Know what you hold, know what's coming, and know why they want you out. XRP, fire sale. Major players in the cross-border payments, Ripple Stellar, source beyond borders, a new era for digital payments. All roads lead to the bridge. XRP, XLM. ProCoin news, I don't think I could handle this emotionally very well. Quite confident, in fact. Can you emotionally handle what's coming for XLM? XLM, bags packed. Law of attraction is that weekly breakout and retest. XRP. BPM revelers mint this Halo trait and instantly win 2,000 XRP. Information on our new mint date coming soon. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out, BPM revelers. We got XLIST Coin. Delighted to announce that XLIST is now live and available to trade on buyconomy.com. XLIST listing celebration, deposit rewards, trading competition. Participate in the rewards and share up to 240,000 worth of XLIST. James Roll XRP sharing seed recovery phrases equals stolen crypto. Be smart, people, and never share the keys to your castle. No keys, no crypto. When setting up private crypto wallet, write down the recovery/seed phrases and lock them up. These phrases activate all crypto wallets in the app hardware wallet. Never share these. Criminals want these seeds to steal your crypto. With that being said, Black Friday sell for your Descent wallet, your best wallet for XRP, XDC, XLM, Flare, Songbird. And with that being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, you've been holding the majority of your XRP for over 2 to 3 years and adding to your position regardless of what's been going on. You're a effing savage. You're locked in. There's no giving up anymore. We've come too far. I've seen them come and go. Not everyone is built for the ride. Hold on for dear life. We'll see you at the tippy top when they flip that XRP switch. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock News. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD. Buy up that bag. Don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe. Drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below. Drop an elbow on that like button. We'll catch you up here on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB. Be your own bank. Peace out, Crypto Ghost. Metal, it was all mental. Crypto Ghost rebels, go kick moon pebbles. I'll send you moon petals. My spaceship invisible, it fly real gentle. The SEC settle, we blasting off the ghetto. Big bags on me, middle fingers to the devils. Rocket fly itself, no keys, no pedals. RippleNet memos. Him got the pose, this was all a show. They want you out for show, now they been exposed. Why a lawsuit on your last day? Going out the door, got you on that blockchain trail. SEC getting paid in ether. Bitcoin hella slow, do some research. I don't wanna be your crypto teacher.